Hello, 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 and welcome to this episode where we are going to be talking about body image. Last week we talked about self-image, and self-image is the image that we have of ourselves, our life journey, as life as a whole. Body image is much more specific. It's how do we feel about our body, our physical body. And for a lot of people, it can bring up a lot of negative feelings. It could be a very sensitive topic. But today we're going to talk about it in a very empowering, factual, loving, compassionate manner to allow us to align with truth. Because society has ingrained in us that beauty comes in specific sizes, in colors perhaps, in shapes, youthfulness, and that if you don't fit under this, we've created distortions that we aren't good enough. We're not beautiful. Maybe we're not perfect. That we need to do certain things. And we overindulge and underindulge in these things to try to be what society has deemed. But this is not truth. The truth is the alignment with the beauty of who you are. So let's journey today to the root cause of body image and recalibrate to the truth. And this truth is that you are beautiful. I am beautiful. We are beautiful. Period. So let's find out where those distortions exist within all of us and come back and calibrate back to truth. So excited to journey with you. Let's get started. Welcome to Attain the life that you desire. I am Manal, the host. So excited to be here with you on episode 10, Body Image Reboot. May's theme is everything body. It's everything about the physical. Last week we talked about self-image, which is such a powerful episode. If you've not watched it yet, please go. Today, body image. Body image is one of my favorites. We can't get away from our body. We're going to be talking about exercise. We're going to be talking about food. We're going to talk about bad habits. All of these human things that are so natural on our life journey and calibrate to a place of self-empowerment, of feeling good. Thank you for all your feedback. Keep the comments coming. Let's go. But before we get started, the result of poor body image is anxiety. And ultimately, anxiety is fears that are unexpressed or fears that are unknown. And the fear is that I'm not good enough. And the fear is not I'm not worthy. But ultimately, anxiety is one of the symptoms. So go to my website, www.mtain.me/anxiety. Go now and download my free 10 steps. 10 steps in letting go of anxiety and enjoy just really easy tools and steps to realigning with the authenticity of who you are, the beauty and truth of who you are. So excited to see you there. So let's get started. So this is my favorite thing. The very first episode that we had, we talked about the 3 things that most people want in life. There's 3 things. So if you really bottle down everything that everybody's saying, it comes down to 3 categories. 1, everybody's looking for success. That's in your career, it could be academically, financially, looking for success. Success. I want the success. So pursuing the business, pursuing the career, pursuing whatever it might be, the doctor, whatever it might be that gives you that sense of success. Number 2, it's relationship. Could be looking for a partner, could be with their family, could be with friends. But everybody's looking for a relationship is number 2. Number 2, and typically in that relationship, that first one is looking for that partner, or trying to overcome issues or obstacles in relationships. And number 3, and number 1, 2, and 3 is not in particular order. These are 3. It would be interesting that I could actually look at the order, but number 3 is body. Something to do with your body, whether it's lose weight, Sometimes it's gain weight. Those that want to gain weight, people that want to lose weight, really jealous. It's something to be with strength. Could be wanting to be certain height where you can't even control that. Young men, a lot of young men that are developing, even men that are older, it's a lot, their issues, their height is something you have no control over. Being healthy, so it might be there's an ailment, acute or chronic. It could be physical pain, it could be something that's broken temporarily, it could be pain in a certain body part. But your body is one of those things. And the thing about your body, like if you're pursuing a career or a relationship, 24/7, it's not with you. So you can forget it. You can go and play a game or something and forget it. But your body is always with you. You cannot get away from your body. So desires that have to do with your body are particularly interesting because your body is not going anywhere. Your body is the vessel that's carrying you. It's so interesting. I keep saying your body, because what are you? And a lot of spiritual gurus right now are talking about how we're spiritual beings in physical bodies. And I just love that. We're spiritual beings in physical bodies. So let's explore. So why, I always like the why do we carry poor body image? Where is this coming from? It's coming from something called conditioning. And if you follow me, you know that I use this word often. Conditioning is the normal human design, universal design. It's for us, when we came in as humans, we came in as these wee little beings that were 100% dependent on the external world. We could not take care of ourselves. We could not feed ourselves. We could not do anything. We were 100% dependent on other human beings to care for us. And what we were doing as these little wee beings was absorbing. And we continue to grow, and we start to develop our ability to perceive and to act and to do and to be. But in that process, we absorbed. We have absorbed what our family, what our parents, what they feel and perceive about their own bodies. So we didn't even actually have to hear something. We could feel how our mom and dads feel about their body. And we could feel, even if they didn't say anything to her directly, about how we feel about ours, maybe our siblings. So we picked it up from our families, from our parents, from our siblings, from society, from media, from social media. We picked it up being bullied perhaps at the playground. We picked it up because our siblings may have told us our ears were too big or our nose was too big or that we were too big, whatever it might be. So life's conditioning, directly or indirectly, has told us that, oh, a certain image, skin color, hair color, height, weight, certain physicality, shape, style is beautiful or not beautiful, is strong or not strong, is good or not good. And these signals that we have picked up give us a judgment on our physical body, giving us a judgment on our being, our physical being, that we are too. We're too ugly, we're too pretty, perhaps, too pretty. Then we're not being measured for our mind. So too pretty can be an issue. We're too fat, we're too thin, we're too tall, we're too short. Our hair, can't go into all of the hair, about the textures and the lengths and the frizziness or the non-frizziness or the thickness or the color and all of those things. Your eye color itself can just say and do a lot of things. Our height, and you're looking at someone tall, do you play basketball? And if they do or don't, what that judgment or that feeling is, that, oh, I'm good enough, or like, oh no, I'm tall, but I'm not, and I'm not good enough. Your abdomen, the abdomen gives us so much. The abdomen is so interesting. I can do just an episode on abdomen because it's where we carry our ability and disguise and hide a lot of our shame in our abdomen. But our stomachs, and do you have a six-pack or not six-pack? So all of these messages from everywhere telling us whether or not we are good enough, whether our bodies are good enough. and our bodies are a representative for ourselves. So from all of these, the noise, the external noise that we've gotten from the world, of height and weight and strength and color and hair color, we create these external desires. These desires for our body to either lose weight. I want to lose weight, 10 pounds, 15 pounds. If I could just get rid of this under my arms or my thighs or my abdomen, if I could just get rid of this excess, make my nose smaller or my ear smaller or whatever it might be. If I could just gain muscle mass, if I'm just stronger, then nobody can beat me up or nobody can hurt me. If I could just stay young, then I would be attractive, I'll be successful. If I could just be healthy, then I'll be capable, that I can. So we perceive that we will be happier, that we will find our internal peace, that we will be aligned, that we will be good when we achieve this from our external body. But there's a lot of people who lose weight. And I keep going to weight because it's the most common one, but there's a lot, but weight is the very most common of not feeling that you're at the right weight, and so over-exercising and underindulging or overindulging or whatever, all these coping mechanisms that we use to ultimately cover up our shame of our bodies. It's so interesting because they're all coping mechanisms, and we're either overindulging by over-exercising and overdoing or under-eating, or we're nourishing or whatever it might be. It's just both sides are unhealthy. We talked about this last week when we talked about self-image. So people are doing all of these things because we perceive when we achieve this external event, this certain weight, that we'll finally, I'm good enough, I'm worthy, I'm great. But we all know people that have done plastic surgery, for example, or have lost a lot of weight, or have gained a lot of muscle mass, or have put on fake lashes and changed their external, but their internal belief system, the images that they see about themselves, does not change. And then what ends up happening? We go back to where you were, or gain a lot of weight, or lose that muscle, or whatever it might be. So what does that say to you? It's not about the external. It's not about the external. It's not just about losing that weight, or changing that nose, or gaining that muscle. There's something internal. So how do we get to that internal? First of all, we recognize, what is it that we're feeling? What is it that we're feeling about our bodies? People are feeling frustrated about their bodies, angry, perhaps, sad, perhaps, hatred. One of my clients lately, it's like hatred, and it was a celebration of the final awareness and recognition that, wow, I don't like my body. So much power in this recognition of taking the boogeyman out of the closet and recognizing, wow, I'm ashamed about my body. I'm embarrassed about my body. Ooh, I keep thinking it's the outfit I wear, or the job that I have, or the personality that I'm saying, but it's actually that there is something more acute. I don't know if it's the right word, but more there. It's that actually I'm not happy with my body. I'm embarrassed of my body. I'm ashamed of my body. So what is it that you feel about your body? There's so much power in recognizing it, and not recognizing it to indulge in it. Recognizing it to honor it, to see it, so we calibrate to truth. There's a lot of thoughts that we carry about our body. Our bodies hurt, so if we're in pain, if there's illness, chronic illness, or autoimmune illness, or whatever it might be, that my body can't, I can't. We can do anything. We can do everything. But if we can't, we can't. If you think you can't, think again. If you think you can, you can. If you think you can't, think again. We can do anything. Anything. But if you think you can't, you never will be able to. thinking our bodies aren't good enough, they're ugly, they're not strong enough. A lot of limiting beliefs about our body. Not worthy, not worthy, not worthy, not good enough, imperfect, not free, not happy. It's keeping me from the things that I desire to do. A lot of limiting beliefs. So we overindulge, like I said, we overindulge in food, in exercise, in bad habits, in alcohol, in drugs, in our pain. We overindulge in our pain. I can't do this because my body hurts. I can't do this because of this. We overindulge in our poor health, saying I'm too unhealthy to do. But ultimately, everything that we just explored, all these emotions, all these thoughts, all these limiting beliefs, all the external, the weight gain, the weight loss, the desires for strength and health and youth and beauty, we think it's external. Just like everything, just like we talked about this in the first episode, we think it's all external, but it's indication of an internal desire. It's an indication of an internal desire. So what is our internal desires? If it's not weight or a nose, I don't know, I keep going back to the nose, but a plastic surgery change my nose size or gain muscle, what is it? It's about feeling worthy. So that weight loss or weight gain or muscle mass or youthfulness or changing or adding lashes or changing, it's because when I do that, then I will hit what society has deemed as beautiful and I'll feel worthy. I'll be good enough. I'll be beautiful. It's because when I lose that weight and I gain that muscle mass and I'm youthful, then I'm free. I'm free again. I'm free to travel, to explore, to walk, to exercise, to meet people, that I can do whatever I want to do. So the internal desire can also be freedom. What is your body or your body image keeping you from that you'd like to do in this world? Do you want to be more active and you can't? Do you want to meet people perhaps and you can't? Do you want to do things but you can't? So we think it's actually the body weight, but it's actually calibrating to the freedom, the desire for freedom. And again, the third one, loss of weight. We think we just want to lose weight and we want to become youthful or we want to be stronger, we want to change our nose. But we realize, oh, when I do that and I'm beautiful, then I can attract love in the relationship. And it's really happiness that I want. So did you just hear what I just went through? If you follow me, it's the unconditional three. Those are the unconditional three. I believe that we're here as humans to calibrate to the unconditional three, that we're unconditionally worthy, we're unconditionally free, and we're unconditionally happy or love. So our bodies, we think, is for external, for weight, for strength, for looking and appearing a certain way, for our hair color, for our youthfulness. But it's not about the external. What it really is, it's our internal desire to calibrate to worthiness. Our internal desire to be free. Our internal desire for happiness. We want to accept ourselves and be loved, which is to feel love, which is to be love, to honor our bodies, to appreciate our bodies. So our bodies, we think we want external aspects. We want to calibrate to external aspects. But when we calibrate to those external aspects, what we realize, oh, it's not really the weight loss, the weight gain, the muscle mass, the plastic surgery, the youthfulness. It really is a desire for feeling worthy unconditionally. unconditionally, regardless of what my body is, because it's going to keep changing. It's all about feeling free to live and to journey and to travel and to be on this earth, on this life journey. It's all about feeling and being love. Being love. So how do we get there? We get there through our egoic beliefs. Recognition that our bodies are here as a vessel for our spiritual being, and that our bodies are a miracle. We are a miracle. And you can see and hear stories about the body and the miracle that the body is everywhere. You can hear about stories about people that thought they were going to die and were told that they were given days or weeks or months, and they lived years, amazing years. So our body is a miracle. All bodies are a miracle. And our bodies are the conduit, the vessel, the catalyst for us to grow and expand. Our bodies are the gift for us to recognize that our external desires are leading us to internal calibration of the unconditional three. Our bodies are here to teach us to love unconditionally, that we are unconditionally worthy. Our bodies are here to teach us unconditional freedom. Doesn't that feel amazing? So when we calibrate back to our bodies are a miracle and we are a miracle, then we can start to naturally, not through efforting and not through affirmations, we can start to really think that we're appreciative of our bodies. All that self-judgment moves to appreciation, moves to honoring. It moves to recognizing. It moves to having a positive body image. Rather than judging, you recognize my body's a miracle. My body's amazing. And my body's here to help me to do what I want to do and to be and act on this human journey. So the thoughts start to become comfortable when we recognize the beliefs that we are a miracle. Our body is a miracle. Not our body is weak. Not our body is in pain. Not our body is not good enough. But our bodies are a miracle. And they're here. The vessel, we're all given one. So how do we then start to feel when we recognize that we are a miracle? Our bodies are a miracle. And the thoughts start to become more kind and accepting and loving and compassionate. We start to feel appreciative and loving and compassionate and honoring. All naturally. It all comes naturally when you truly believe we are a miracle. And you truly understand that it's natural life's conditioning that taught us not these misbeliefs so we can relearn truth. And then what does happen is we start to make choices for our physical body, so choices of strength and health and wellness and wholeness and flexibility and supporting us and capacity and being confident and just exuding confidence. So it's absolutely natural for all of us to pick up negative body images because it's part of the natural unfolding and conditioning of our human journey. If you have not, I celebrate you and applaud you and see the strength that you have aligning with your internal light. And if you have picked up limiting beliefs about your body, I salute you and applaud you and honor you as well, because that's part of the human journey. It is the human journey for us to pick up the external noise and to believe that we're not good enough, because that belief of not being good enough isn't true, and it teaches us and calibrates us back to finding the truth of the beauty of who we are. We are amazing. We are brilliant. We are miracles. We are beautiful. So I hope today that you've calibrated back to recognizing the beauty of who you are and calibrated to the truth of the miracle of who you are. looking so forward to seeing you next week, where we're going to talk about mindful eating. And I'd like you to know that we have a new course that's coming up in July that's all talking about self-image, self-confidence, self-esteem, and self-worth. Because ultimately, when you package all of those selves into a positive selves, then your body image naturally calibrates to positivity as well. So glad that you're here. So thank you. My love, always.